Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next-level tactics. From off-site and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition.
Welcome back to another episode of the SEO.co podcast. Today, we're kicking off the series SEO Resellers, Pros and Cons of Reselling SEO Services. Search engine optimization, or SEO, is one of the best services a marketing agency can offer to their clients. But there are a few caveats that make it difficult to execute. It's a technically complex strategy, so if you don't have the right experts on your team, you might struggle to get results. It's time-intensive and hard to scale, so it's almost impossible to control your costs as you attract new clients. And if you run into issues while providing SEO services, you'll have no one to lean on for troubleshooting. SEO reseller programs exist to help you solve these problems, or at least mitigate them. But how exactly do SEO reseller programs work, and is it worth being part of one? First up, let's ask, what is an SEO reseller program? So, an SEO reseller program involves two parties, an SEO reseller, and an SEO agency providing SEO services. In this relationship, the SEO reseller attracts new clients interested in SEO services. The SEO reseller contracts with the SEO agency, usually paying a wholesale rate for SEO services, and the SEO agency provides SEO services to increase the search rankings, visibility, and traffic of those end clients. Typically, the SEO reseller appears as the provider of the SEO services. Depending on the relationship, the end client may never come in contact with the SEO agency and may never know of its existence. The SEO reseller will also typically mark up the cost of SEO services, resulting in a profit. Some SEO resellers act as kind of a sales extension of the SEO agency, selling their services and acting as an account manager. Other resellers offer a suite of marketing services to a set of their own clients and use the SEO agency as a way to complement or enhance their own offerings. Because the range of SEO reseller programs is so diverse, and because it's possible to use an SEO reseller program for so many different goals, there's almost no limit to what you can do with it. In this guide, we're going to discuss some of the types of SEO reseller programs you might encounter and how to best use one for your own agency. So first, let's review. What is white label SEO? When talking about an SEO reseller program, you might hear about white label SEO. This works like other white label services, but in case you aren't familiar, we'll explain the concept here. White labeling involves one company offering services that another company can rebrand as their own. With printed or physical products, there may be a literal white label that can be customized or replaced with someone else's branding. In the context of an SEO reseller program, the term is more figurative. Your SEO agency may provide you with materials like keyword research, on-site SEO audits, and monthly reports on ranking progress. You can label these and send them to your clients as if they were your own. Depending on your relationship, you may also be able to put your clients in contact with an account manager who appears to be part of your own company. In a white label agreement, your SEO agency will likely offer some kind of non-compete agreement as well. They won't be able to reach out to your clients without your permission. Next up, let's talk about the types of SEO reseller programs. Within the realm of SEO reseller programs, there are many types of services that could be included. For example, you may resell and or rebrand your SEO services like SEO audits. If you're just getting started with a new client, one of the most important services to provide is an SEO audit. This report will likely examine a variety of different website features and off-site elements that are relevant to SEO. For example, does this client have their page titles and descriptions optimized for search engines? How much on-site content do they have? What is their current domain authority? A proper SEO audit will explain your current starting point and provide direction on what to do next. Next up, keyword research. SEO resellers can also make use of keyword research. As you're likely aware, much of your client's SEO success will depend on which keywords and phrases they're targeting. But how will you know what to target? A comprehensive keyword research report will introduce you to the high-traffic, low-competition phrases your client needs to succeed, and they may be used to direct the entire campaign. Third, on-site content. No SEO campaign can succeed without on-site content. It provides the foundation for on-site authority, helps you optimize for specific keywords and phrases, and can be used as linkable assets in your future link-building campaign. Additionally, if you employ the help of an SEO agency when developing on-site content, you'll have a consistent brand voice if you also use them for off-site content. Next up, on-site optimization. Content isn't the only on-site factor you'll need to consider. You may also need the help of an SEO agency for things like mobile optimization and other forms of technical on-site SEO. There's a lot that can go wrong with on-site SEO, so it's especially helpful for resellers to have access to an expert who can help troubleshoot and redirect the campaign. Next, link building and off-site content. You can only rank higher if you have a high domain authority, and you can only consistently improve your domain authority by developing more off-site links. Through an SEO reseller program, you should gain access to off-site content and link building services. Just be careful here. There are white hat and black hat link building tactics, and you don't want to provide your client with link building services that could hurt them in the long run. Be sure to stay tuned for our warning sign sections in a future episode. Next, pay-per-click or Ppc advertising. While most SEO reseller programs focus primarily on SEO, many offer a suite of complementary services like Ppc advertising support. If your clients are eager for quicker, more predictable results, or if you're just looking for more complementary search visibility measures, this could be perfect. And lastly, comprehensive packages. Most SEO reseller programs are flexible and customizable. You'll be able to pick and choose whichever services you feel are most appropriate for your clients, or choose a different package for each client in your portfolio. Additionally, you can scale to include as many or as few services as you currently need, which is one of the biggest benefits of becoming an SEO reseller, which will lead us into our next episode as we explore the benefits of becoming an SEO reseller. Thanks again for listening to the SEO.co podcast, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.